Hello fellow SREs, welcome back to SRE with Ben. Today we're going to learn about how to install a machine agent on a Windows machine and connect it to our AppDynamics controller. Let's get started. So what is a machine agent? A machine agent is a simple service that can be installed on your infrastructure servers which are used to run your applications, and this agent can be used to monitor your server health and state. This agent collects basic hardware metrics such as CPU, memory, disk, network, which can be used to monitor the server health and how the server is performing. Internally, Machine Agent Service is also a Java process and it is running in its own JVM environment. To install a machine agent, first we'll have to download the binary files. There are two ways to download the binary files. One way is to download it directly from your SAS controller. The other way is to download it from AppDynamics, accounts.appdynamics.com. If you would like to download a particular version of the machine agent binary, then you can go to accounts.appdynamics.com and download the same. So go to this site and select the agent you would like to download, the version of it, what operating system, and the controller version. It will list all the agents available. You can click on download and it will start. When you download your agent files from this location, your controller info.xml will not contain your controller settings and account properties. So you'll have to manually configure them. To make it easier, I'll be following my second way, that is to download the agent from our SAS controller. To download the agent file from your SAS controller, let us go to servers and click on get started. Here first it asks you to select the platform bundle. So let me first select Windows and what version of Windows it is, minus 64. So I've selected 64. Scroll down and click on download. My machine agent zip is downloaded. I have extracted it. Let's first go ahead and rename this for convenience. This is how your machine agent structure looks like. Before installing the machine agent, there are few properties that we will need to configure. So let's go ahead and do that. For that, navigate inside the conf folder and open controller info.xml. The controller info.xml file contains certain required properties for your machine agent to connect to the controller. This is where you define your controller host, port, how the agent can connect to the controller, and certain other properties. Since I have downloaded the agent file from my SAS controller, my controller details are pre-configured. So my controller host is configured, port is 443, SSL enabled is true. My account access key and account name are pre-configured. There is a specific property called as SIM enabled and is set to false by default. Since my AppDynamics SaaS account is a trial version, I do not have access to server visibility monitoring. Hence, I will have to set this to false. There are few more properties that you would have to add to map this machine agent to a particular application in your AppDynamics controller. Let's go ahead and do that. The first property is application name. This defines under which application this machine agent should be mapped. So let's go ahead and do that. Add application name and give a name. So let me give this as machine agent test. This will be my application name. Then we would have to add the tire name and node name. The tire name and node name defines under which tire this agent should be seen and what is the node name. So let's go ahead and do that. So let me name my tire as servers and node name as test server. We are now ready to install a service. Before that, first let us go ahead and test whether this agent is working as expected. For that, open your command prompt and navigate to the location of the zip folder. To test the machine agent, all you have to do is use a Java command and run the machine agent.jar file. Let's go ahead and do that. So type the command as java space -jar space machine agent.jar and click enter. You can see the jar file has been executed successfully and there is a message stating started AppDynamics machine agent successfully. This means our agent setup is correct and it's ready to be installed. Now let's proceed further and install the machine agent. So first let's stop this testing. Press Ctrl C. To install the machine agent service, you would have to run the install service from your zip folder in admin mode. Go ahead and open command prompt in admin mode. Navigate to the extracted file location and run the install service.vbs. You can see now the service has been installed successfully. Let's go to our services and verify if we can find a service. I can see the AppDynamics machine agent service has been installed successfully and it started running. You can verify if the agent is running as expected by verifying the agent logs. To do that, navigate to your zip extracted folder and find the folder logs. Here you have a log called machine agent. This log file contains details regarding how the service is running. So I can see there are no errors in this log. It can be safely assumed that the agent is running fine and it's reporting to the controller. Let's verify the same from our controller. To verify if the agent is reporting, click on continue. I can now see a new entry under the service tab, and this is the host name of my machine. It's Ben, so it's giving Ben here. This is proof that the agent is working fine and connecting to the controller. Previously we spoke about sim enabled true. Since I'm using the AppDynamics trial account, I do not have license for server visibility. That is why there are no metrics displayed here. In an enterprise SaaS account, you should be able to see the metrics here. Your view will be similar to this, and you'll be able to see the disk usage, CPU, memory, various other metrics. When you double click on the server, since I don't have server visibility license, I cannot see any metrics or the server dashboard. If you're in an enterprise license, your view would be as follows, where you could see the availability, CPU, memory, network, and disk usage along with the server name. When we navigate to the Applications tab, we can see that an application has been created as per our properties in our machine agent controller info.xml. In an enterprise licensed SaaS controller, you would be able to see the server details here with the tires and nodes as per our tire and node mappings. Since we do not have the server visibility license, we are not able to see anything here. Otherwise, you would be seeing the tire and the node name here. Another way to verify if the agent is reporting to the controller would be click on this gear icon and navigate to AppDynamics agent. Click on machine agents. I can see that the node name that we have given here is reflecting and the machine agent is connected to the controller. Double click on it and you'll be able to see the details of when the service was installed. Common known issues while installing machine agent server would be connectivity between your controller and the server. So always make sure to verify whether the controller URL is accessible from your server, either using a curl or a ping command. If not, and if you have to use a proxy, you can set up the proxy in our machine agent VM options file. To identify the VM.options file, you would have to navigate inside your bin folder and there will be a file called as machine agent service.vm options. Inside this file, you can give the proxy properties like proxy hostname, proxy port, etc., or any other Java properties that you would like to define for the machine agent service. Anytime during installation, if you face any errors or any issues and do not know how to identify it, you can always enable debug logging, identify the error. By default, the machine agent logs are info mode. To make it into debug mode, navigate inside your conf folder, logging, and open the log4j.xml. Navigate to com.singularity and change this level from info to debug. Save this file and restart your service so that the logs start getting printed in debug mode. Now I can see more information in my log file since my logging is in debug mode. To roll back, you can always set the com.singularity logging level to info. You also have an option to set environment variables for this machine agent to use. You can directly go inside your computer properties and set environment variables as usual and make use of those properties in the machine agent service. So this is it. This is how you install a machine agent on a Windows machine for AppDynamics. Thank you for watching. Happy learning.